So, here is a presentation presented by the group of students of Malwa Convent School. I am Ayushi Sharma and I am here to present this presentation with my teammates on the topic Hidden Goodwill and Adjustment of Capital in case of admission of a partner. Here are the contents of the presentation. First is Hidden Goodwill. Second is adjustment of capital, which is divided into two parts, that is on the basis of partner's capital account and on the basis of old partner's capital account. Now, the first topic is hidden goodwill. So before starting my explanation, I want to ask a very basic and simple question that what hidden goodwill exactly is. Yes, Rashi, please answer.
It is the value of goodwill that is not specified at the time of admission of a partner.
Yes, you're right. So hidden goodwill means hidden means which is not visible to us, but it is there. So the term hidden goodwill, it is explaining itself that hidden goodwill means the goodwill which is there, but no information is given about it. So it was the definition of hidden goodwill. Now let's learn that how hidden goodwill is being calculated. The very first step is that we have to check whether the information about the share in capital of new partner and his NPSR, that is new profit sharing ratio, is given or not. If yes, then we have to follow the following steps. After that, we have to calculate the total capital of the firm, and the formula for this is capital of new partner multiplied by 1 upon partner sharing ratio. The next step, calculate combined capital of all the partners including the new partner. And that after that, the difference between total capital and combined capital is to be calculated. This difference is the hidden goodwill of the firm. Now, here are some of the important notes. First is when the partner bought capital in the form of when the partner bought goodwill in the form of capital. So in this case, premium for goodwill account is not to be opened. Then we will debit the gaining partner's current account instead of capital or premium for goodwill account. Since current account is having debit balance and it will be shown in the asset side of the balance sheet. Rest procedure will be same as before. Now we have a second approach for calculation of hidden goodwill. As it is shown in the slide, that there may be a situation that capital of old partner is not given. Then in that case, sundry assets and outside liability will be given. Then we have to calculate the net. The net worth is calculated by subtracting outside liability from sundry assets. Now the question arises, what is net worth? So it is given in the next point. The net worth is the combined capital of existing partner. The rest procedure will be same as before. Now I would like to ask Krishna to explain it clearly by an example. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayushi. Good morning, all of you. My name is Krishna, and we will discuss this topic with an example. So, A and B are the partners in a firm. They decided to seek for admitted for 1/4 share. C's capital is 2 lakh, and the total assets of the firm is 5 lakh 40,000, and the outside liabilities is 1 lakh. Give the necessary general entry to record goodwill at the time of C's admission. So, the solution is net worth, net worth, sundry assets minus outside liabilities, 5 lakh 40,000 minus 1 lakh, that is 4 lakh 40,000. Hence, combined capital of A and B is 4 lakh 40,000. So, based on C's share, total capital of the firm is 2 lakh multiplied by 4 by 1. This is reciprocal of share. share of C's capital, that is 8 lakh. Now, combined capital of all partners, including new one, is 4,40,000 plus 2 lakh, that is 6,40,000. Value of firm's goodwill is 8 lakh minus 6,40,000, that is 1,60,000. So the C share of goodwill is 1,60,000 multiplied by the share of C's, that is 4, that is 40,000. So the general entries are: first one is bank account debited to C's capital account, 2 lakh, 2 lakh debit and 2 lakh credit. And the second one is C's capital account to A's capital account to B's capital account, that is 40,000 in C's capital account and 20,000 and 20,000 in A's and B's capital account. Now I would like to Chitranshu for the further topic.
Thank you, Krishna, for inviting me. Now, my topic is adjustment of capital. Let us understand the adjustment of capital. At the time of admission, the partners decide to adjust their capital to make it in the new profit sharing ratio. It can be do that if all partners may agree. It can be done by two approaches. First, on the basis of new partners capital account. Second, on the basis of old partners capital account. Now, let us understand how to adjust the capital in the first approach, that is on the basis of new partners capital account. In this approach, old partners will adjust their capital on the basis of new partners capital. Procedure to adjust capitals is: first, a capital of new partner in the profit sharing ratio will be given. Second, new profit sharing ratio will be calculated if it is not given. Third, there will be calculating the total capital of the new firm on the basis of share in the capital of the new partner. And the formula is total capital of the new firm is equals to 1 by new partner share into capital of new partner. Now, fourth point. It will divide the capital into the new partner's new profit sharing ratio. Fifth, now divided capital will be compared to existing capital of old partner. And after doing this, there will be two situations. First, if existing capital is greater than the new divided capital, it means there is surplus. So he will withdraw that amount. Now the general entries: old partner capital account to bank or to old partner's current account. Now, second situation: if existing capital is less than the dividing capital, it means there is deficit. So he will bring that amount. Now, journal entries: bank or old partner's current account to old partner capital account. Now, I will like to invite my friend Hitesh for explaining the example.
Thank you, Chitranshu, for inviting me, and good morning, all of you. Let us understand first approach with a practical example. As we all as we all can see in the screen, A ratio B ratio C is equals to 2 is to 3 is to 5. And the balance sheet as 31st March 2018 is given on liability side. We are having capital, bills, creditors, payable, and profit and loss account. And on the asset side, cash, bills payable, furniture, stock, and other assets. On 1st April 2018, They admitted C on the following terms. First, furniture investment and machinery is to be reduced by 15%. Second, the value of stock to be at 48,000. Third, D will bring 26,000 as a share of goodwill. Fourth, D to bring 32,000 onwards towards capital for 1/6 share, and old partner is to adjust their capital accordingly. Fifth, outstanding rent amounted 1800. Sixth, adjustment of capital is to be made by cash. We are preparing revaluation account and capital account and the balance sheet of new firm. First, we will make revaluation account. Now, as furniture investment and machinery are to be reduced, they will come on the debit side of revaluation account. Outstanding rent will also be debited as it is a loss, and all losses are debited in revaluation account. On the credit side, stock and prepaid salaries will be credited as it is a profit, and all profit are credited in revaluation account. So as we can see, there is loss in the revaluation account amount to 11,100. On the credit side, we are having opening balances as 36,000, 44,000, and 52,000. On the credit side, we are having profit and loss account and the premium for goodwill. And on the debit side, we are having revaluation loss. Goodwill given in the balance sheet, how we will calculate closing capital by deducting debit side from the credit side. It will come as 37,780, 46,670, and 56,450 respectively. Now we have given the capital of D equals to 32,000, and new profit sharing ratio is equals to 2 is to 3 is to 5 is to 2. Now we will calculate total capital of the new firm, for which we are having formula that is reciprocal of new partner into the capital of new partner. Substituting the values, we get total capital of 1,92,000. A closing capital is equals to total capital of the new firm, that is 1,92,000, into A's share in profit, that is 2 by 12. So A's closing capital is 32,000, and as we calculate earlier, existing capital of A is 37,780. Now, as we can see, existing capital is greater than closing capital. A has surplus amount of rupees 5,780, which will be drawn by him. Now we will calculate the closing capital of B. Again, it can calculate by the formula of total capital of the new firm into B's TSR, which will give 48,000. And as we know, existing capital of B is 46,670. Now here in the case, existing capital is less than closing capital. So B has deficit of 1,313, which he will bring into the firm. Now we will calculate C's closing capital by the same formula, and after substituting the values, we will capital again existing capital equals to 56,450. Now here also existing capital is less than closing capital, so C also has deficit 23,550, and he will bring this amount into the firm. So in partners capital account, we have uh, bank account and cash account on the credit side, and D is bringing his capital into the firm. B and C is bringing deficit amount in the business. As on the debit side, we are having cash account and A is withdrawing his surplus account, and after that we get the adjust closing capital of the partner. Now let's move on cash account. Now from the balance sheet, we can see that opening balance of cash account. We have opening balance of sheet 18,000, then D is bringing his capital into firm, so cash account will be debited. Now he was bringing the amount of goodwill, so he will be debit the premium of goodwill account also. Now B and C has deficit amount invested into the firm. As capital, they will be bringing the efficient amount of 1,330 and 23,550 respectively. Now, as A is having surplus capital invested in the business, as he is having surplus amount invested in the business, he will be withdrawing the surplus amount of 5,780 from the firm. So we are having A's capital account on the credit side. Now deducting the credit side from the debit side, we get closing capital of 95,100, which will be transferred to the balance sheet of new firm. Now here is the balance sheet of new firm. On the liability side, capital accounts of all four partners are revalued values of creditors, bills payable, and outstanding rent on the asset side. Cash has 95,100 and other assets at the revalued figures. And the total of the balance sheet is 2,89,800. So it was all about the first approach to adjust capital. Now I like invite to Sankalp for further explanation.
So, thank you, Hitesh, and good morning, all of you. As far we have learned how to adjust the capital from the first approach, now let us learn how to adjust the capital by the second approach. In this approach, we will be calculating the capital of new partner on the basis of old partner's capital account. Now, let us see the procedure to adjust capital in this approach. Firstly, we would be calculating the adjusted closing capital. This can be done by two ways, either by preparing capital account or by doing simple calculations in working note. Then secondly, we would be calculating the combined capital of old partners. It can be done by adding up the capitals of old partners. Then third, we would be calculating the remaining share of profit in proportion after giving to the new partner. Then fourth, we would be calculating the total capital of new firm by the formula, that is combined capital of remaining partner into 1 upon remaining share. Now finally, the step to calculate the capital of new partner, and the formula for the same is total capital into share of new partner. Now let us understand this approach also with a practical example. As we all can see on the screen, here we have given that X ratio Y is 3:1 and the balance sheet of the firm as at 31st March 2017 is as follows. On the creditors side, on the liability side, we are having creditors, employees provident fund, investment fluctuation fund, general reserves, and capital account of old partners. And on the asset side, we are having bank account, debtors, stock, and investments. Uh, Next slide. It was decided to admit Z on 1st April 2017 for 1/5 share. Some adjustments were to be made that were Z shall bring rupees 80,000 as a share of goodwill premium. Then second, stock was overvalued by rupees 20,000. Then third, a debtor whose dues of 5,000 were written off as bad debts paid rupees 4,000 in full settlement. Then 2 months salary at the rate 6,000 per month were outstanding. And the last, Z was to bring in capital to the extent of 1/5 of the total capital of the new firm. And we are required to prepare the necessary ledger accounts and the balance sheet of the new firm. First of all, we would be making the revaluation account. On the debit side, we are having stock and outstanding salary as it is a loss for the firm, and as Hitesh explained, all the losses are debited to the revaluation account. On the credit side, we are having bank account as some bad debts were recovered of 4,000. As we can see, the debit side is greater than the credit side, there is a loss on revaluation of 28,000, which is transferred to the old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Now, let us see the partners capital account. We are having the opening balances of partners as 6 lakh and 4 lakhs from the given balance sheet. Now, as we all know, the reserves given in the balance sheet are always transferred to the old partners in the case of admission of a partner. So on the credit side, we are having investment fluctuation reserve and general reserve. Also, we have given in the question that premium for goodwill is to be bring by the new partner. So we are having that account also on the credit side. On the debit side, we are having revaluation loss. Now, deducting the debit side from the credit side, we get the closing capital of X and Y. Now, let us calculate the capital of new partner, that is Z. First, as we know, the closing capital of X and Y is 7,59,000 and 4,53,000. Then second, we would be calculating the combined capital of X and Y by summing up the capitals of X and Y. That is 7,59,000 and 4,53,000. That will give 12,12,000. Third, we would be calculating the remaining share after giving to Z. It would be calculated by deducting the Z share from 1. So 1 minus 1 by 5, which is equals to 4 by 5. Now we will calculate the total capital of new firm. As I told earlier, the formula to do that is combined capital of X and Y into 1 upon remaining share. Now substituting the value, we get the total capital of new firm is equals to 15,15,000. Now finally, we will calculate the Z's capital by multiplying the total capital of the new firm into share of new partner. By putting the values, we get 3,03,000 as Z's capital. In the partner's capital account, can I have the previous slide? Okay. On the credit side, in the partner's capital account, we are having bank account and the amount is Z's column as he is bringing in the capital. Finally, we get the closing capital of all three partners as 7,59,000, 4,53,000, and 3,03,000. Now let us see the cash account. From the given balance sheet, we got the opening balance of bank account as 1,40,000, and now as Z is bringing in the capital, bank account will be debited by 3,03,000. As also premium for goodwill is brought in by the Z, it will also be debited on the debit side of bank account. And as we have given, there is a bad debt recovered of 4,000. So the revaluation account come on the debit side of the bank account. After doing this, we get the closing balance of bank account as 5,27,000. Now let us move up on the last step of the financial treatment, that is balance sheet. So the balance sheet of the new firm as at 1st April 2017. On the liability side, we are having creditors, employees provident fund, and outstanding salaries on the revalued figures and the capitals of all three partners. On the asset side, we are having bank account of 5,27,000 as we calculated in the previous slide, and the debtor stock and investment on the revalued figures. By this way, we get the total of the balance sheet matched as 18,47,000. So this was all about the hidden goodwill and the adjustment of capitals. Thank you for listening.